Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and this is my inspiration. It is a layout from Curie for the Secret Net Secret Kit Club. We were supposed to scrapbook or scrap lift one of her layouts, and I loved that one, so that's the one I chose. I'm going to go ahead and try and get the background down. I'm choosing, these are my last two 12 by 12s that I have. So I figured this is probably the last layout I'm going to get used up. I really like the black and white and the pink, and my photo is very, very pink. It has a filter on it that it kind of turned it a pink tone and added some hearts over it. This is a Valentine's themed page. This was Valentine's Day. Marcus surprised me with a makeup mystery box, and it came with this really cool alien palette. It's so cool, but it has really pretty colors in it that I actually use almost daily now. So I just wanted to record that because I don't have I never really get to buy makeup for myself, and I don't know, he surprised me with this, and I thought it was so cool. So I'm just recording that. I really liked, because it was Valentine's themed, I happened to have this white and black heart print. I really love the sketchy hearts on this one. And then I have the solid of this pink from the Jenny collection. So I'm starting by pulling out all my Jenny stuff and working with this color scheme. But once I kind of got this far, I realized that I wanted to continue with this color scheme, and I didn't really want to pull in the rest of the Jenny colors. So I actually switched from using the Jenny collection to kind of get the background of this page done to the Hannah collection. So this is my last layout using this kit, and I thought it was so fun that I kind of got both collections on a page. Wasn't planning that, but it worked out really well. The Hannah has some other pink solids, so I'm just matting the photo in the light pink, and I kind of like how that pulls more of that color in, and then I'm adding that on vellum just to add a soft layer. And then I'm kind of going to work from there. I'm looking at Curie's design and trying to figure out what layers I want where and how I'm going to create the same design she had. There are some horizontal bits that are stretching out below the photo, so I decided to try and use a couple branding strips, so I'm just going to glue those together. Both of these branding strips are also from the Hannah collection. So I'm going to glue this blue scallop and to this black and white polka dot and have that be one of the horizontal bits running across the bottom of my layers. And then I will end up trimming down this black and white heart to more of a vertical rectangle like in her sketch, but I'm not quite sure how wide I want that yet, so I'm just trying to work on some of the other elements of her design. But I decided to pull in the blues. The pink and white and black was looking super cool, but I didn't really have, this is the end of the month, so I'm working with scraps and had to try and look at what I had left and what I could use. The pinks in the Hannah collection are a very different tone than this background pink. So it was looking kind of weird when I was trying to pull in some of the other pinks just because it was a different tone. But once I started pulling in some of the blues from the Hannah collection, I felt like that looked really cool together. So I'm just matting the photo on another blue. I'm pulling this blue in through the scallop branding strip, and I really like the introduction of that color. So I'm just trying to figure out with this scrap how I can mat a photo all the way around. So I'm just it's kind of finicky trying to get that the right size, but I think that looks really nice with the blue. So there's that, and I think that's that's the rest of the layers behind the photo. Now I really do need to figure out, I kept wanting to add more. There's another vertical piece going behind the photo in Curie's layout, but because this design is a diamond, to me it looked really weird running vertically like that, but there wasn't really another scrap of paper I wanted to use for that element. So I decided to turn it horizontal and have it be another horizontal element instead of a vertical element. So I like that a lot better. It just looks a lot better on my eye with the diamonds running in that direction. So I'm going to have it that way. Again, I'm still trying to find a vertical element, but none of these pattern papers are really working for me. So I struggle for a little bit trying to find something that will work. I'm thinking maybe because there's a really cute cluster there on these horizontal bits next to the photo, and I'm thinking maybe layering a tag in a glassine bag or something to create the same effect. But I didn't really like that for whatever reason. But having that tag out, I thought it would be cool if I took the horizontal element I added with the blue diamonds and made that into a tag. So you'll see that in a minute. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm still going through my stash trying to figure out what else I'm going to do and what I can add. I pulled out the willow washi because, again, now I'm working with Hannah instead of Jenny. And I'm going through some of the pocket cards to see if any of those will work in any of the layers. I don't think I end up using the pocket cards. I think I do get a strip of washi on here, but I don't remember if I do that yet or not. But I just trimmed the hearts down into that rectangle so that's spaced more how it's supposed to be. And I'm trying to figure out what I do next. I can't remember. Oh, I'm tearing the washi. So I did decide to use the last black and white washi strip from the Willow collection. But I wanted a torn edge for some texture and detail. But I thought that would complement really well with the heart paper as well as the white and black polka dot branding strip I'm already using. But that's just going to go underneath this blue scallop just to add another layer. And I think that looks really cute. So I'm going to get that down. And then there is a huge chunk of this pink that's now hidden behind the layer of this pink rectangular paper. And now that I know that that's the size it's going to be, I do go back and gut. I do know this is my last layout that I'm making with this kit, but I still couldn't help gutting because there's such a huge piece there. And because the Felicity Jane solid pattern paper is double-sided, I will use that on a future layout with anything that coordinates with either one of those pinks, but I feel like that was too big of a chunk just to waste because I wasn't going to use it with this specific collection again. So yeah, I did just save that bit. But I'm going to glue down these layers and then I'll start figuring out kind of the clustered area and what I'm going to do with this blue horizontal bit. But I do like the idea of taking the blue that I added horizontally and making that a tag and make that a base for the cluster because Kiri had a tag over there too that was coming out from the photo. So I feel like that was kind of a nod to her design, which was really nice. But I just want to get the spacing for what I have down back really quick. But again, just using the tag from my stash as a template to trim out this other tag, doing a hole punch. I'm going to throw a black hole reinforcer on there and some plain white twine. But I think that looks really cool. And I did decide to just cut the blue piece since so much of it was going to be hidden behind the photo. And I'm still going to have it be a long horizontal bit, but the part to the right I'm making into a tag, as you can see. I'm going to take the other part of this blue and make it into a banner that's going to come out of the other side. So I think that's kind of cool. It just looks like a really long tag that ends in a banner. Oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. But yeah, I don't know where I went again. I was really scatterbrained when I was making this. I don't know what I was doing while I was scrapbooking. I know what it was. It was a Secret Kit Club party weekend. And I think I was watching a live, one of the girls' live challenges or something while I was making this page. So I was kind of all over the place when I was trying to make it. But yeah, I got this tag down. I don't think I put twine through it yet, but I do really like how that looks. And then adding the other piece, which is the banner, to the opposite side. And I think that looks really cool. And then with having the little pops of black, I did want to pull in some other black elements. So I have that little ticket from the chalkboard bits that Kelly included. I have this little scrap of a tag from an ephemera piece that I'm cutting into another banner to come out from some of these other wood veneer pieces. But because this is home and it's Valentine's Day, I just thought a little house with a heart coming out of the chimney would be really cute. So I pulled those out to kind of be my little focal point in my little embellishment cluster. And now that I have that, I think that looks so cute. I'm going to get everything secure. So I glued down my photo and I'm going to glue down these little bits. I'm so happy that Kelly told me that these chalkboard bits were adhesive back. That saves me a lot of time. That's really nice that those are actually stickers because I didn't know that at first. And then you will see me, I'm trying to figure out where this banner is going to go before I glue down the wood veneer, just so I have the spacing right. But I'll glue down the wood veneer, and as soon as I do that, I'm kind of like, oh no, I didn't want it to be raw wood veneer. There's nothing like raw about this page. It's very black and pink and, you know, I thought the raw wood veneer was very out of left field, so I decided to paint it. But I already glued it down to the page with my Tombow Mono Multi Glue, which is very, very strong glue, and I didn't want to risk pulling it off the page and tearing it. So I'm sorry if this scares anybody, but I actually painted it while it was on the layout. I was very careful. I just decided to use some white acrylic paint. And I do 2 coats, but I think making the wood veneer white like made such a big difference in it matching the page, because the raw tone of the wood veneer just was not really going with anything else. So it just takes me a minute to do that. But I'm trying to be really careful because these wood veneers, the house especially, has all of these little cutout details, and I really didn't want to get paint glooped into a window or the roof line or anything like that because I really liked all of that detail. But that was coat 1, so I'm just going over again with coat 2. And then I think the wood veneer I'll be happy with, but I think making that wood veneer white made a big difference. Trying to think about what I do next. I definitely do want to do some journaling and a title because it is Valentine's Day and I kind of want to explain what this is. But it's still bothering me not having that vertical element that Kiri's layout had, because I really liked that part of her design. But since now I have this other tag, I thought maybe I could pull in the black tag as the horizontal element, and I really liked it that way for whatever reason. I know I didn't like it coming out the side, but I like this tag now coming up vertically. So I'm just trying to tuck it behind the photo. I'm putting the same white twine in it that the blue tag has, and I feel like that's a nice base for my title to go now. So I'm just going to start my title on that black tag and have it run across the top of my photo. I decided to just call it Valentine because this was my Valentine's Day present from him. So I'm just making sure I have all of the letters. I'm trying to see how long it'll space out by using a ruler. And then once I see it spaced out perfectly on the top of the photo, I decided to go ahead and put it on there. So you'll see me get the title down really quick. There is kind of a slight gap at the end of the title, so I do go back and add an exclamation point. I usually will do that if I need my title just to be a tiny bit longer. I'll just add like an exclamation point or something. But that spaces out really, really well. And I know from this top view it's kind of hard to read, but in person you can read that really easily. It doesn't blend in with that background, surprisingly. So hopefully you'll be able to see more in the close-ups how that actually looks. But now I'm doing my journaling. It just says, Marcus surprised me with the Jeffree Star mystery box that had the alien palette. And I'm finishing up with a couple of the coordinating colors of the Amanda Puffy dots. And then I go in with some black Nuvo drops. I really wanted to throw some more pops of black in here. So I'll do 3 clusters of black Nuvo drops, and then I still felt like I needed a little something more. I needed another pop of black. So I went digging through my stash and found my Black Heidi Swap Color Shine. I haven't used Color Shine in a minute. I don't know if I'm just hoarding it because I know she's not making them anymore or what, but I did decide to do some splattering on this one too. There's just that big pink open space on the top right part of the page was just too open. I'm not used to having solid colors as my backgrounds, so it just looks too bare. If that was a pattern, it probably wouldn't have bothered me, but I needed something on it. So I'm getting my black Nuvo drops down in 3 different clusters just to create a little visual triangle. And then you'll see me go in with my Black Heidi Swap Color Shine. I definitely needed something in that open space, but just to make it look like it went along, I also do it in the upper left-hand corner and below the house cluster as well. But I think that finished it off really well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. Last day of the month, I have my layout flip through for how to kill a kit with style. And then first of the next month, you will see my new kit for November. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.